it started. Zoom is like on online recording, and like once class is over, after that I'll share like maybe end of the day I'll share a video class recording. So today is like technically our first day class. Yesterday we do everything. So from start. Today we will start. So what we'll do is in this, I'll use some old town, really old page photo, and we restore the photo and color it. Black and white photo, like how to add color, and it look believable color. It's not like this flat solid color with tones and everything. The white tones have a lot of cracks. When you fix everything, you just add color. Open a photo in Photoshop. You can use. I'll share this photo if you want to use something different. That is also fine. Like technique is same, process is same. Only like photo you can choose. So Photoshop, I guess most of you know basic, I believe. Or if you don't know, I'll explain everything. You know, like, okay. So Photoshop, like, by default, whenever you open, a lot of things you don't know. So, hmm, so it will update it. So we have license, we can update it. So in this, like you just drag drop your photo or go to files, open photo. It's standard for all the software. You can open a photo. So by default, it can open like this, like floating, or you can just snap it here. So for moving this, space bar and pan your photo. You see the moment it press space bar, it's a hand, it will move. Now these are basically tools that we use to restore photo or modify photo. All left side this tool you can see. We have like select tool, we have marquee like for selection anything. We have like the lasso tool, we have magic wand. Lasso is basically create custom selection. Magic wand, suppose you want to select some specific region, like I'll show you. Like this is, if you click left mouse button and hold it, you'll see from drop down menu that more options are there. Rectangle, it will create a rectangular selection. If you hold shift, it will create a square. And after creating selection, to deselect this, either you from the with same tool, click on it or control D, deselect. Then elliptical shape, it can be oval or a circle. If you want exact circle, hold shift, perfect circle, deselect. Then you have lasso tool. Again, you have multiple options here. The first thing is lasso tool, this one to create anything custom. Like suppose you want to create something manual. Suppose I want to select this hair strand. So just simply select that section. Okay, there is also. So do not modify correctly. it did a selection. This is like manual with pen or mouse or anything. You can use it and create this selection. Then you have lasso, polygon lasso basically. It's a straight line or when you want, create the selection and the selection at the you can see there's a variable close to this endpoint, there's a circle that will close the selection. So create the selection with this. And then you have one more tool that is your magnet. So magnet is basically based on the color tone, color values. You can just click any place and just move your mouse or pen. So suppose sometimes it won't select or select that area. You can just simply click to create an anchor point and then change it. Again, you can click. This is like something nicely you can create any kind of shape, but this is again not very clean because this is all automatic. Based on the color value, it's selecting those areas. Then you have something called magic wand. And this is something to select any solid color. By default its tolerance is 32. That means 32% it can like bleed into other color. If you click this, it will select this entire thing or same tone. You see, if you select something, it's the same color, same total value within 32%. What do you call it? It can extend. So it changes, and this thing always will increase or decrease based on your requirement. And then you can see that the object selection tool. Suppose you have an object or some area, you create the selection. You can just drag these are the color values to select that entire thing. You select this object. So treat this image as an object, and the background is flat. That's why it's an automatic selection. Can be rectangle, can be lasso. You change it, and this is all this thing. You see, this options are common in all three tools. So let me what we do with this. First thing is create the selection. Second one is addition. Suppose you want to add something, you can do one more box. Addition. And then third one is subtract, reduce. Then is intersection. Being of intersection, we create intersection. Now, and this is something shortcut. Suppose you want to don't want to click them manually and change the selection. What you can do? If you hold shift, it will add. If you hold alt, it will minus. Like this switch. You see, the moment I press shift, it changes automatically. Alt changes again. And with control nothing. Okay. You can change all this thing. Same for all three tools. Same option. Then you have crop. To crop the image, remove all the extra areas, whatever you don't want, delete those areas. And inside crop also you have multiple options. You have perspective. There will be like, suppose you have photo from an angle and you maybe like you click the photo and slightly in perspective mode and it's slightly distorted. So you need to fix the perspective. So you can go to perspective and change those things. Manually modify the perspective. Change it to change selection. You see, it have all those lines, perspective lines, grid lines. You can modify, manipulate, and change. Based on this, you can create selection or crop the image and modify. Then one more thing is here. Let's slice. Suppose you want to cut something. Slice. It's little meaning. Then you have this again same like selection. Based on any image or anything, you select those areas. Then you have dropper to pick any color you see. So plus color, minus color, all those things are there. Range which select. Then and for this specific fixing this image, we'll be using sometime lasso tool, and then we'll be using this healing. It basically heal the image based on the like whatever surrounded. It will automatically fix those areas. You can show you a couple of things. So in Photoshop, basic rule of thumb, never modify the base image. Whatever your actual image, do not modify it directly. Always work on layers. So you can see right side, you can see layer, channel, path. By default, this is all in Photoshop. So layer, so if you want, because you can see there's only one layer, you don't have any extra layer. You want to add something new, just click on plus, layer one. If you want to modify something, so let's see, if I want to remove this crack, so if I click it, nothing will happen. Reason, this particular layer is empty. Each and every layer is a different image or different, a separate part, a separate thing completely. So if you this particular layer is, you can see this checker, right? Okay, you can see that. That means it's empty. There is nothing. There's no pixels, and Photoshop works with pixels. There's nothing. It's completely empty. So it won't heal anything because it's empty. So if you want to heal and retain this image as well, so what I'll do is there's something called sample all layers. This option. So now this layer is empty, but if I use this brush, it will read all the layers under this. And fix. Okay. Oh. Okay. It's an old tool. It's there like it's forever. Oh, no problem. So you can just fix all everything. Like this is pretty easy, simple, but there is a problem whenever you have this kind of difference, like solid white and this color. If I try to fix this, it will be this like random effects. Okay, this is 2021 version of Photoshop I'm using. This is from CC, I believe. Again, you want me to go like off the records? Huh? So just give me a second. Okay. So like, so Photoshop is pretty expensive. It's not cheap. It's pretty expensive, and like, there's no student version for Photoshop. You have Photoshop Element, which is free, which is almost like Photoshop, but not Photoshop. So no, it's like let's use this. So Photoshop I'm using. Let's give me a second about Photoshop. It's CC. I'm using Photoshop CC 22.5 release something. This is licensed. Like all the software we have, it's licensed because we cannot use any software commercially. So this is like for education purpose, we got it. We have a discount, but again we have to pay for it. It's not free. It's a yearly subscription. Yes. So let's see all these things. Yes, yes, I'll fix it. I'll fix everything. So, that's this thing happened, right? So I'll fix it. So in this image, you can see there's a like usually older photos you used to have that frame around it, right? So I'll create that frame separately in a different layer. So let's fix this. So you can just simply paint. For this, you don't need tablet. You can use mouse. It works perfectly. And like all of you, if you don't have a tablet, get a tablet. That is something like for any 3D artist or artist, it's a must. You need to have it because either you paint or you model or texture or you sculpt, you need a tablet. So in industry, like you don't have, like As a student, you don't have to worry about license for or software. Reason, suppose you are using a cracked version of software like Autodesk or Photoshop, Adobe, they won't come and sue you because they know that it's a student because like they say one like every software have a tracker, so they can track it. So, but they won't sue you because they know like it's a like, student or like one person using it. That's why they won't sue you. If you like have a studio or something and get like hundreds of ping they are getting, okay, there's like so many software they're using that version, then they will sue you. And most of whenever join a studio or company anywhere, they have their software to all license. So you don't have to worry about those things. So again, something happened, so it fix slowly. Or so right now you can see I'm trying to fix this is not going. So what I'll do is for this, I'll use stamp tool. So there's shortcut for uh, around because whatever is around it, this healing tool basically based on whatever around that particular area you're selecting. It create like just like mix it like try to like blend it with that. So surrounding you can see there is a border. It's like the same thing copied here automatically. So I need to remove this. There is one tool called stamp tool, stamp or clone tool. You can clone this thing very easily. And under clone tool, there is two options. One is pattern stamp. So based on a pattern, it will clone it. Or there's a clone tool. So from wherever you want to clone, you can clone it directly, which is like very easily convenient. Like suppose this area, so I want to because I don't want it automated. I want to control this thing. So I'll hold Alt. The moment you hold Alt, you can see the cursor change. So you can define an area from where you want to copy it. It can be anywhere, like maybe click here, and now you can see the preview change. Simply paint. You can see there's a plus sign that basically cloning from there. So if I can use this for anything, suppose I want to create a one more eye here. It is separate. No, this is how we manipulate photo. So suppose I want to create the same eye, either I can copy paste this layer or I can just simply stamp it. Alt, click here. You can see third eye. And then I can rotate and change it. Right? So this is how we modify things. So same thing. Let's see. I get rid of this entire border. Yes. For no, all the noise I'll use there's something called denoiser, like you remove noise, JPEG artifacts. We'll use that and will blur the background and change the color. We'll see. So I can just copy paste. And this is like you can see it's like pretty low resolution photo. So most of the things are kind of blurry and pixelated. So I have to make it smooth and clean. You must have seen those old studio photos where they used to clean everything and add shadows and then your eyeliners and lipstick and all the photos. So this is how they do it. Okay, so zoom in, zoom out, control minus, control plus, or you can hold control and alt, control and shift together, zoom in, and if you press alt along with this, minus, and scroll also can do it. So to increase the brush size, bracket, you have brackets, increase, decrease brush size. There's a lot of tools, a lot of shortcuts are there. So if you're having difficulty, you can definitely note it down. That'll be like really easy. And this is something your bread and butter. You should know this. Now this area is like, I don't have enough space here. I'll copy it from here and paint it. Yes, so, like for the frame, I'll do that. That's why removing the frame. So remove it. No, we can add a different layer and create a frame. Yes, that's possible, but you can see this image is not straight. Width here and width here is different, right? So either I have to fix the image, perspective and match it, and make it like everything straight. Then I can add the frame, or just simply because everything should be clean. Because even one pixel is visible from this, it will distort the frame. So you get rid of this entire frame and then fix it. Because it's not only about the pixels, each and every layer should be clean. Hmm? Yes, final product is the key, but in industry, when you submit, there is a QC department. They will check each and every layer, each and every like file for naming, for like every layer you have to name everything, whatever you're doing. Because when in studio, you don't work alone; you work in a team. So it should be a teamwork. And plus, one day if you're not available, and I need to fix this. Like suppose any one of your team members need to fix it, you should be able to understand whatever you have done. So everything should be properly documented, properly named. So those things, everything should be clean. That's why. Because when you work alone, you know what you have done. But when you're working in team, you have to be sure everybody should be able to use the same file. And there's something called discipline as well. So we have to follow those things. Those things are there. Copy from this side. And just to extend, or maybe I'll, or this copy. Yes. So most of things are kind of clean. So I can use crop. Press C for crop. So you can see I can edit the slice. The last selection was slice. So if I want to switch between this, I have to hold Shift and C multiple times. So to crop this, okay, crop this, C, gone. Now we'll brush plane with this, same layer. Like he'll basically see like there's a shadow. So if I want to change something, I just need to reduce the brush. Really. Precise. You have to be precise. Otherwise, it will smudge the area. Yeah. Hmm. 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 We can upscale it and we can modify it. So like this is, you can see all pixelated, right? So I need to remove all pixelation. I'll do that. And where if you see there's a shadow, so I reduce the brush size and then be really precise. Whatever you're moving, modifying.
Sure, it's okay for us to use clone tool to completely do this thing, right?
Hello. Yes.
It's okay for us to completely use clone tool to do the entire thing, right? It's not necessary for us to only use healing brush tool or
No,
spotty.
yes, it's not necessary as long as like it's looks clean and it doesn't look like you like copy pasted. So it's like you can use clone tool, but clone tool will copy from somewhere else and paste it there.
Yeah,
So
that so
duplication you have to remove. Nobody should be able to see it.
no, like if for when we do the skin part, and so if we do the closest part,
Mhm.
it'll make sure like it is not from, it'll make it much better to look at, right? Like if we do the when we are doing the skin part,
Mhm.
if we copy the, if we select the area which is nearby to it, which needs to be corrected, if we,
Mhm.
and if we do this much use the clone tool, then it will be like the lighting and all those things will be kind of perfect, right? When we do the lighting and all those.
Not necessarily. See, like suppose I want to clone this thing, so I'll clone from this area, nearby area, right? So it will
Yes,
copy
sir.
these pixel, paste it here. So
Yeah,
from a distance, what happens if you don't blend it properly, it might look like a patch as well. So like you can use heal tool, you can use clone tool. There's no limitation in that, as long as it looks natural.
okay.
Yeah.
So actually, I did one of these things, like
Yeah.
the project that you are sending. I did it before itself.
Okay.
So like I did it before, but based on what you are saying, so I would like to share it here, but I don't have the file at the moment. So if I want to share it, how can I share it?
You can mail it to me, like from same mail. I send you this meeting link, right? You can mail it to me
Yeah,
directly.
yeah. Yeah.
Somebody was saying something. Okay.
Oh man, it's wonderful. You guys don't know what is going on here. Basically, he asked me, I don't know who, but hmm? So then I have to remove this thing and like it will echo. That's the problem. Hmm? They won't be able to hear it. So those things are there. So that is something we're working on still, like what how we can like manage the things, and like hybrid classes are difficult because it's complicated. So it's better to have offline classes. So just with healing tool, I'm using only healing tool and getting rid of all those artifacts. Like basically all the highlights or like out of like those things. All these highlights. Now this is like you can see most of the pics are gone. And to get back to the fit to screen, control 0. Creating the screen size will fit there. Now you can see most of those lines and tracks are gone except this. This is pretty big, so I have to start more corners of edge. You see, if I heal, it's changing the color. So no matter what I do, I won't be able to blend it nicely. You know, see the bigger patch, almost there. So this kind of thing, what you can do is you use a bigger brush and clean it. If you use a smaller brush, it will create patch. Still there's a difference. Yes, still there's a difference. That is something you have to manually blend it. That's the same thing. If you use cloner stamp, it will create a patch. Like maybe color and everything will be similar, but still from distance, zoom out, you can see there is a small patch. That patch has to fix. You know, right? You have to pass this module. You have to submit all submissions.